Good day, dear colleagues. The topic of my report, Peculiarities of Building a Personal Finance Management System. An increase in wages very often doesn't lead to an increase in free funds. Costs and requirements for services and goods are growing. It is quite useful to have a tool that will really assess the situation with cash flow. You can save money without knowing the real picture of your expenses. In any case, starting in a habit of managing and controlling personal finances is a good choice for the first important step towards balanced cost and significant savings. It is important to understand that budget planning helps to avoid many problems, unplanned expenses, budget gaps, etc. Planning will be especially important for those who have some loans or debts, or for those who need to save a certain amount of money as quickly as possible. With the planning tool, you can see the real picture, save unnecessary expenses, and get more free money as a result. Rapid globalization and the high pace of life in modern society make a lot of demands on people. Therefore, we must control various areas of our life, including financial. Moreover, finance and the economy are based not only on the life of an individual, but on the whole country and the world as a whole. The requirements for control are increasing, and it becomes impossible to keep track of everything and keep a lot of information in your head in the same time. However, if the loss of control of our finances that leads to the most negative consequences, stops many endeavors, and also causes for psychological pressure. That is why now more than ever, it is important to simplify and automate the control of the costs. Financial advisor Eric Tyson, in his book Personal Finance, lists the main shortcomings that occur to people in this area. However, Eric Tyson notes that himself made almost every of the following mistakes. Here's a list of the cases of major disaster in the personal finance. First, it's a lack of personal financial planning is a characteristic feature of most families. Irrational costs, irrational purchases using consumer loans, permanent postponement of the moment of pension savings creation, the presence of the market of quiet structure and complex financial products with the hidden inflated domestic price, lack of conclusion from previous experience in learning outcomes, making decisions based on emotions, making consumer decisions without dividing information into essential and insignificant, emphasizing the catastrophically high level of risk incompatible with the level of economic benefits, which promises to make this consumer decision, excessive concentration on money in the short term, which prevents a constant gradual increase in their own wealth in the long run. The most popular application are the most automated, the sort cost by category at the end of each month, and unfortunately only make things worse. They can be used to plan a budget. And the main problem that can be identified, most of those programs have only one language, which significantly limits the range of potential users. And the most powerful of such applications are either targeted at English-speaking audiences or having only a Russian language interface, don't provide a free version. The developed information system for personal finance management is designed to solve existing problems by maximizing the optimization of existing functions of such systems. It is expected that the developed system for personal finance control will help the user to optimize the cost and reduce them through proper budget planning and tips that the system will periodically provide. UML diagram of intelligent information system precedents of corporate finance accounting and analysis is shown in figure 1. It consists of an actor, a user of the system. Anyone with access to an account can be a user. Because the developed system provides multi-threading, the number of users who use the system at the same time is unlimited. In addition, several users can simultaneously perform operations on the same data set without compatibility errors. As a result of those queries, the system conducts accounting and analysis of corporate finances, generates recommendations, generates a report, and sends it to the user. The main window of the program, which displays a list of costs, allows it to delete and add them into implement the following classes: new main, find list, adapter, my application, menu activity, now drawer item, diagram, data filler, cat list adapter. The main program window contains a drop-down menu with the following items: home, add new, statistics, plan budget, set goal, settings. Those points are mostly fulfilled by fragments of the activities. Each of them has our own logic and functions. In our program, the main window displays the current balance as well as income and expenses for the current month can be changed in the settings. One of the most important functions is statistics. It should be clear, understandable, and complete as possible. This is realized by a pie chart. This will display the period, month, which is clickable and variable, as well as ability to choose statistics by category. Circle selector, which is also clickable, opens the history of cost of category. The system checks the entered data and issues errors or blank or incorrect fields. So for example, when adding a new record for the cost, the user forgot to enter the amount of the cost, the system will give him appropriate message. The system also has input restrictions for the corresponding fields. Thus, in the fields where you can enter only numbers and period, the system shows the appropriate keyboard, and the user cannot physically enter incorrect data. The software product has the functions of adding a new record, viewing cost history, category statistics, deleting and editing records, budget planning, setting financial savings goals, and getting tips on better financial planning and accounting. To achieve this result, the Java programming language and the Android studio programming environment was used. The aim of this work was to design and develop an information system for personal financial management, which would allow the system user to have constant access to statistics of their expenses and have a tool for planning their finances in order to improve and optimize their costs. The main requirements were user-friendly interface and assistance to the user in personal accounting. The system was expected to educate users through statistics and cost history. It was designed and implemented the necessary functionality to solve problems of personal finance management in existing solutions. Functions of adding a new record, viewing cost history, statistics by category, deleting and editing records, budget planning, setting financial targets for accumulation and advice on better planning and accounting. Thank you.